Howdy and welcome to our Hardwired Island game, Easy Games. Last time, the group dealt with an unruly customer in a sort of retail power fantasy where they were able to speak their mind to the customer in ways that they would not in a normal, real-life retail job. Then they found that an update had occurred on the various robotic animals throughout their district of the Grand Cross, the space station, but also the various robotic animals in their own store. Thankfully, they were able to make some modifications that would cut off the connection between the new software and their existing software, but now they're a bit sluggish, and unfortunately, Mike's character Stevo does not have the time to go around to every single robotic animal in the Gate District to remove this new software from all the different robots. When investigating, you guys found that nuts have been added to the codes of all these robots and that they were developed by a crypto company. Scam may also be the appropriate word, called Cryptonax. You guys ended up traveling over to their place down in Ogomoch Science Park, talked to the teen who is on the show floor. They were not the most receptive when it came to the questioning. They ended up mainly just saying, oh yeah, you can try to get a meeting with Alphard. It'll be in 3 weeks. But Canary and Vogel did not seem pleased that would be a swift resolution to this.
I've never wanted to punch a teenager more.
Eventually, you guys ended up either returning to the store or trying to go to the police station to do a police report. At the store, Mel found herself... Well, she found 3 teenagers, about 17 years old, who were pretty sure that they owned one of the robotic magpies of the store, because they just happened to own the nut. They ended up trying to intimidate Mel, despite her considerable advantage, we'll say, and unfortunately, she was not able to intimidate them to such a degree that they backed off. Just that the main guy was sort of scared, he backed off. He still ordered his goons to try and mess her up. He's a bit of a buffhead, certainly, but we'll see how that goes pretty soon. The rest of the group, when they tried to interact with the cops, they found that they weren't really interested, didn't really see it as a proper crime, or thought that it would be resolved pretty quick. You guys ended up talking with a Officer Froud, who appeared to be very knowledgeable about crypto things. And I think that was it. Yeah, I think that's where we ended last session.
Yeah, he was very knowledgeable. He was drowning in the propaganda.
Drowning in nuts.
I will say that the fact that whenever I say these nuts, that it sounds like these nuts is completely intentional on the author's part, apparently. It is completely intentional, which is so cursed.
It's kind of funny though.
Okay, so we'll zoom over camera-wise to Mel outside the store with their robotic dog Bite. Before you are 3 teenagers dressed in sort of high designer clothes, very rich looking. One of them has like a few bruises from a recent street fight, but otherwise they all look pretty pristine and...
Yeah, but I think the leader, I may have ribbon or put
tad. He ended up dusting it off as his first priority once he got free. They claim to be the Flip Fam.
The Flip Fam?
The Flip Fam. There's 3 of them. The main head leader of them, he has a tattoo on his neck that is in kanji. Mel can't read it, but we discovered that were they there, that Canary and Vogel would be able to read it. There is Rico, who is the looks like he's been in a fight one. And then there is the final one, who appears to be playing games on his phone while still looking like he's ready to fight. So he's slightly distracted, but I'm sure he'll be fine. We'll start with they started a fight with you guys. Specifically, they ordered Rico to fight you,
Okay.
and I'm sure it will go completely well, and they'll have no problem.
Yeah.
So the way that this fighting works is that initiative in this system is either solid state, where all the players will act as a group, or everyone has their own separate thing. Throughout this campaign, I'll be doing solid state. So rather than having people roll for initiative, it'll just be GM describes what the characters do, players decide what they do, next round begins, and it just keeps doing that. So you won't have to roll for initiative at all.
Okay. Out of curiosity, what?
In this system, if were doing complex initiative, it would be 2d6 plus quick plus an initiative specialty if you have it. Do you have it?
Oh no, I don't have that.
Okay, because otherwise I would let you reassign it, because otherwise it'd be a bit of a waste.
Does anyone else have it?
Take that as a no.
They're like, we were supposed to prepare to do combat in the system.
Well, I mean, Murder Bird is prepared for combat.
Murderbird's prepared, Annie.
Canarian Vogel has super strength accessible. Random Nerd's character Pepper has claws, technically.
Yep.
Very deadly weapons.
I need to check what the damage of that is actually.
So, the way it works is when you take damage, by default it will mark one box, and for every 3 that you beat their defense, you mark an additional box, additional health box. Well, marks higher boxes, at the very least. Though if you've already marked a box, then you instead mark the next highest. So it's sort of similar in some ways to Chronicles, in some ways not.
I don't want to kill these kids, so
No, I recommend not killing them. That is
Murder the children.
wow.
The cat
Sorry, I'm
meows.
in a murder bird.
just
Pepper meows in disapproval.
Okay, so he is going to come out swinging.
Okay, I would dodge and punch back if that's an option, but maybe just the punch back. I remember.
Yes. So he is going to try and rush you. So this will be you have to make a tough save roll, and I'll make a attack roll. And for reference, this is a 2d6 plus your stat plus the appropriate modifier.
Well, okay, I rolled highly.
Okay, so I'm going to roll for their attack. Okay, they got an 11.
My defense is 13.
Okay, so you're able to avoid that. And you also need to make a tough save,
Yes, so
as they're trying to overwhelm you.
so I know I rolled 11 on the dice, but I'm just not sure exactly. It was just
So,
plus
yeah,
my tough
Yes.
14.
Okay. So you're able to avoid them trying to bull rush you, trying to bowl you over, basically. Then the person who's still got their phone in their hands is going to try and kick at you.
Can't drop.
Yes, it's very expensive, then. Very expensive. And he's currently in the middle of a fight in the game. So, it's sort of critical. It's very important. And what he's going to try and do is try to... I think he's going to try and kick with his legs to try and trip you. Try to, attack your legs and such.
Okay.
He got an 11.
Can I
So
use
I
tough
assume-
again?
I'm pretty sure you can continue to use the same defense.
Then that's not enough.
Can you make another tough save to see if, he's able to knock you?
Oh, that's a lot lower. 7.
Okay. In this case, you are knocked over. Melee attacks against you have advantage until the beginning of this guy's next turn.
Oh no.
Oh, wait, no. Just until the beginning of their next turn. That doesn't...
Mean mine, or I'm about to.
Because that would mean, yeah, it's really bad to do second. Well, that's unfortunate.
Or falling and can't get up.
Can I get back up?
Yep.
Okay. Do I get to attack right? Using.
Can we just say that you get disadvantage on your turn? We'll say, because you have to get back up then.
Okay. I want one where I can like grab the phone and throw it away. So I might like whack the guy with the phone. So that when I whack him, it basically will. If it works, the phone might just fly out of it. So I think I just make an attack roll. So does with disadvantages, is that on every roll I make? Or I don't know if I have to make 2 rolls. I don't know, it's just 1 actually, so never mind.
So I think I was just going to have it be your next action.
The weird thing is that, like, the main benefit of Distract is that now allies have advantage against them.
Oh, we're not here yet.
Yeah, all the allies you.
I suppose the combat system definitely looks like, and assuming you're doing a full like thing with many people.
Could I use Bite to attack him?
Bite would be like how you flavor your attacks rather than.
Well, with that in mind, I'm not. Maybe that'd be next time. I'm just gonna grab the main guy, the first guy who attacked me. That looks bigger, I think. The guy without the phone. Okay, so for disadvantage, I roll 3 dice, right? And I just take the lower. Get rid of the highest one, I guess.
Yeah. I will say that I'm fine for you to throw away the phone to do stuff, even if the mechanics say that distraction only really works in a group setting.
Then I'll do the phone. It's a 6.
Like, yeah, if you want to do something that's actually a sidebar that says when a player wants to do something not covered by one of these attacks actions, you can make it up. Or you have to decide if it involves melee or ranged attack, then decide the effect. It'll require a save immediately. So he'll probably get a quick. I feel like that is going to be quick. I don't think it would apply.
Yep. I have a question though. Like, I rolled poorly, so it's probably not going to hit, but what do I plus to this? I have fighting 1. I assume that applies.
So you get to choose between either using quick or tough, and they can use either quick or tough.
Well, I got an 8.
They are a child, so that may still hit.
I feel bad when you say it like that, man.
They're 17, so it's not like they're not exactly the same.
Probably only a couple.
Yeah, because you're in your early 20s, I believe. You'd be the youngest, if not for the fact that there are non-humans in the group who are a bit, yeah. So I think that you succeed. You get the difficulty. You got an 8, correct?
Yes.
He is going to have to attempt a quick defense, a quick save.
He's quick saving.
Yeah, versus.
Okay, so he's able to worm his arms away fast enough to try and avoid, I think maybe Bree turns to the side to try and stretches out his arm to keep it away from you. But I like the idea that he's very surprised that you go for the phone. So you get a good hit onto him. You only beat his health, his thing by 1. No, you got it sort of exactly on. Like, you didn't beat it by stages.
So if I don't roll terribly, I'm pretty much gonna do terrible damage to these kids. Okay.
Question for the others: would you guys rather arrive shortly after, or would you prefer to get in on the action? Because you guys were at the police station, so I feel like that would leave you a bit delayed.
You wanna fight some kids?
I'll probably be after since I got public transport.
I'll ride Murderbird. Probably be quicker, but I don't know exactly.
At the speed of a speeding bullet.
If it's a speeding bullet, I might be there real quick.
Be concerned.
This guy is going to try and... I think we mentioned that the outside of the store has some various wild animals, robotic animals. I think now that he's turned around, he's going to try and kick one at you.
No!
Yes, this is mobile phone guy who only uses kicks. I'm going to say that he's going to be trying to attack you with it. He's trying to peg it at you real hard, hoping that the metal of it will transfer the hit over. And I will allow a quick save of yours if you want to make sure that it doesn't get harmed.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. Steve-O's not here, right? Do we have any
correct.
security cameras on the outside that would point and can see this?
I would imagine there's security cameras maybe inside the store. I don't know if there would be any outside the store.
No, then I'm not. Sorry.
Probably for the front door. If it's a standard store, then there'll probably be one for pointing at the front door.
So does that mean I'm in the camera?
Depending how close they were.
They only got a 9.
But my my defense, that will not be enough. If I'm in the camera range, I will attempt to save this poor unknown animal.
Okay.
What kind of animal?
What animal is it? Yeah, this is the most important question.
So it's going to have some size to it, I imagine, in order for it to be a valid form of weaponry. The most crucial consideration, of course, how valid is the animal as a weapon? I'm going to say it is a robotic echidna that is currently sort of like Knuckles. And it's sort of like one of those spinning balls.
Okay.
It's gonna hurt.
Okay. So if I wanted to save the animal, because apparently I might be in range, roll did you say?
Yep, it is a quick save.
Well, I got.
Yep, that passes.
Can I have bite, like jump and catch it?
Yes, that is a nice visual. I like that visual. I said it was ball shaped, so. Okay, yeah, so Bite just grabs it midair. And I believe that you beat the attack damage wise, like the defense beat it thing.
Tino.
Okay. That's pretty hard for these children. I keep saying children because they are technically, but like, still big.
Every time you say it, I'm just imagining like really small people.
Just to be clear, they are not like 7. These
But
people
this
can
does-
beat up the
If
average
they were
person.
7-year-olds, like I would have won already.
These people
But
can
bring
beat up
back
the
the
average person.
conversation of how many toddlers you beat up.
Oh god. Just for
Comment
clarity,
below!
just for clarity, that entire thing was cut.
I know. So now people think it's just, well, I'm not taking it back.
Hour of editing. Okay, so striding in upon a robotic cassowary,
Oh.
wait, is Pepper with Stevo or with Canary and Vogel?
The cat.
I don't know, I kind of feel like the cat just decides, it jumps to one person and then it's just like, alright.
Random note, where is Pepper currently?
Oh god.
Is Pepper with the robotic murder bird or with
Probably
the
sticking away.
robotic store owner?
I'm staying with the store and I don't want to get scared.
Okay, so you're still on your way back from the police station.
You're on public transport.
Don't lose the cat on public transport.
It's not too busy, right? I can just...
I'll hide in my bag.
Oh, that'll do well.
Okay. Yes, I'm going to
You
say
have to see
that
an echidna.
you see an echidna orb be caught by Bite. You're not currently in the fight, but you're present there now.
I might question what's going on. Oi, who's throwing around that echidna?
One of the flunkies is going to go, "We're the flip fam."
Okay. Punch and grab the non.
What the heck? What's a flip fam?
Okay, make your attack. Jamel,
A speciality and grab twice.
is it twice or is it
Oh,
plus 2?
Plus 2. Well,
Grab 2 electric boogaloo.
I think 12 is gonna make it.
Against their defense? Yes, it will.
Um,
And this is
grab
this against the person with the phone
the
or
other guy.
Okay, the other guy.
So now we're both grappled.
Okay, so that
He was a
actually does
child.
beat his defense by more than 3. So you will actually be hitting the second place, I believe, in his health. So there's the damage track. You take damage, they mark my boxes. And according to this, he'll be marking his second box.
Yeah, if it was actually
Uh,
I would grapple
I
down.
don't know if I'm disconnecting or if Danny is.
It's both of you, actually.
Oh, wonderful.
No, you're fine now. But the people
Oh.
before-
That's
That's unfortunate.
crazy.
Okay.
I think I
So-
just grabbed someone.
Yes, there were technical difficulties, but you attempted to grab someone, you made an attack, and you beat the difficulty by more than 3, so you ended up dealing out 2 things of damage. Is how the baseline system works. I ended up hitting him in his first and second health boxes, and now he needs to make a save of some kind
Does he?
to avoid the grab, I think.
No, I was reading it. I didn't see anything about it until.
Oh,
They
it's
can
an
make an
action.
action.
It's an action for them to do it. Okay. So I'd say that you guys are roughly the equal size.
Yeah, I was saying when I disconnected that. Yeah, if they were a little kid, like I would just grapple them, rather than we're both around the same size.
Yes, you are both grappled. I'm gonna say when you start grappling this man, he seems to be more resilient than you expected. Like you expect a bit more wincing, and it appears one of his injuries is healed.
Damn it.
And this isn't like regeneration or anything. I'm just saying out of character. One of his injuries is healed. He has an ability.
It's the same thing that I've got.
Yeah, like it's not that he's got like nano machines insta healing him or anything.
Nano machines, son.
God.
Uh,
So I think that brings us to the next round.
Oh, did they try and break out? Because I don't know if they had it.
So yeah, they're gonna have to do it yeah, they'll be trying to get out now. So he is going to try and I think he's not even gonna try and get out. He is just gonna try and use this opportunity to punch you in the face.
It's valid.
Using his immense powers of violence.
Hmm.
Once again, he has failed.
I'm not doing too well.
These kids suck. I mean, to be fair, if it was someone else that they were fighting, maybe it would.
Yeah, if it was anyone else, perhaps. But also, like the curse of Jacob rolling is definitely present. Given I rolled a 1 just now,
I see.
they got like half the number they need. This is definitely being a curb stomp of sorts.
So I have a question. What does it mean to have like a critical thing? Because basically I have some knuckle dusters that I haven't been using. I mean, I guess I've been using when I punch people, right? But when is it?
Okay.
When is a critical? Because it says you do something extra on that.
From what I remember, it happens if you get a success and at least 2 of your dice say the same number.
Ah, okay. I will keep track of that, but I don't think it's happened anymore.
The doubles of Dragon Age.
Okay.
So, but you know, rather than they're for critical things, rather than for you getting to do anything. So yes, he is attempting to punch you in the face. Fails. I imagine you just like your arms blocking or something, or like maybe you grab his arms as part of the grapple.
I go with the grabbing the arms and he's just trying to like maneuver a punch out, but it's just not making it.
The leader, Flip himself.
Oh,
That's terrible.
it's Flip.
From the Flip Fair.
Yeah, it's like the namesake of this
Yes.
shitty game.
He is. I think he's going to try and get in a kick, get in like a whack on you while you're grappled, and he's probably going to fail.
Okay. Is that because of your rolling, or because he's just not good at kicking?
Actually, I'm going to say that So I'm going to say that it's going to be he's not like that great. So I'm going to say it's going to be considered a distraction. Like he's
not even.
it's the big part of it isn't the damage. It's going to take some effort for you to pay attention to him to avoid it. That's the actual important part.
So should I make a roll to try and save against that?
Yes. So this will be a cool roll.
Okay.
He got an 11, by the way, as his attack, which, as far as I'm aware, is below your defense.
Yeah, terrible.
I'm pretty sure it's literally impossible for him to get a 13.
No, I got a 4.
Okay.
I'm not going to be able to.
So you are distracted.
Yes.
It's like he's not doing anything to you, but it does mean that phone guy gets advantage on his attacking.
I find it funny because like Steve-O's there watching this happen. It's just like they haven't done any. I'm not injured. I'm not injured at all. He's just seeing all these people like distracting and attempting to punch me and being grappled, but like I'm not hurt at all.
And when you do get hurt, you'll lower that damage by 1.
Yes.
Okay, so this time it was a hit. They got a 13, I think.
You think?
Yes.
Okay.
It was a 13.
So he's gonna come over, and while you're grappling, he's gonna try and knock the guy out of the grapple as his second thing. Like he's gonna hit you with enough force to push you away.
Okay. Well, it hits, but I'm not going to take any damage.
And now you make a tough defense to see if you get knocked out of the grapple.
Okay. I
No,
believe I
tough
have
save.
advantage on this. Let me just double. I have tough +1 tough defense speciality. Wait. So am I rolling with my plus defense, tough defense?
What is 10 plus your tough?
Tough, like, statistic?
Yes.
It is 10 plus 3. 13. It's my defense, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Is that the same? Unless
I
I'm
thought no
missing
defense. Your defense is 7 plus tough plus your various
Oh,
things.
is it?
It just means that you've got 3 plus to your tough defense.
Oh, I do, yes.
Yes. They just happen to be the same.
That's why I'm getting confused.
Just don't be confused.
Okay, well, 10 plus.
Okay, so
my
he
tough
definitely
is
does not
13.
succeed in knocking you away. He kicks you with all his force, and it does nothing. Now it is the turn of you guys. We have Steve-O and Mel on the scene.
Yes.
I'm surrounded by kids.
Well, I don't really do fighting, but there's one thing. I have a drone strike
Oh god, is that the
where the
evil?
murder bird
17.
opens its mouth and does its fearful screech.
It is not it's not the world's happiest sound.
It's very low. It's like it's very ominous. For those of you at home who don't know what a cassowary is, Google it.
Thank God you said
Original
Google it
game.
rather than say,
Yeah, just do it,
Jacob,
Mike.
play it now.
But yeah, I can make a ranged attack. Anyone targeted or in the AoE makes a cool save versus the attack roll or go prone or move from their current position. If they go prone, they don't move on their next. Now, I was thinking, hey, that might be pretty cool, but there's the two of them, and they're both just beaten up now, right?
3 of them.
Oh, there's 3 of them. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, if
There's
they're all
3
just
trying
beaten
to attack Mel.
if they're all failing to beat you up, I don't really think that's useful considering they're not running. I can make them go prone, but that just makes them get up, right?
Well, I can do
They'll
get an
have
attack.
to, like, take some time to get up. Just a
It's at
bit
the start of their turn, right? Because that's what Mel did as well.
Yeah, but I got dis.
Well, I could do it on everyone's right next to each other, so I could do it on all of you, including
Yay.
you. Yeah,
There's a bit of collateral.
I don't know. It's not really me playing if you're not hitting everyone. Found that in Starfinder.
Do you know the political stuff of saying you're doing a drone attack when a bunch of 17-year-olds is, right?
It's called drone strike in the stat block. All right.
This is going to be really bad.
It's just an unfortunate number because that was the number that was set by Obama to keep his civilian casualties low. If you're like male 17, you're not a civilian, you're a combatant.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Well,
This is what people come to our things for. You come for the stupid as hell character concepts, use political discourse.
just say it how it is. You stay for the war cry.
They're all combatants!
I don't know. There's 17.
That means they're combatants!
Just remember, this drone strike is literally it's a scary bird making a scary noise.
Mhm.
It's true.
Okay,
They're not
it
gonna
is-
It's
die
a
from
war
this.
crime to just make a cassowary sound.
Are you sure?
You don't know that. If you know what they sound like, maybe you think differently.
I do know what they sound like. Is there anyone here who hasn't actually seen a cassowary in like real life?
I saw one recently. I went to the zoo.
Oh yeah, maybe in the zoo.
I think I've seen one before.
Yeah, I just saw it around the shops, mate.
Oh god.
Just walking around Woolies.
Maybe someone saw it out in the wild.
We're in the wrong state for that.
You never know.
That'd be a fucking terrifying day.
Okay, where's drone strike? I'm just trying to find the. Here it is. In its air, it doesn't say in the area. It just says make a ranged attack. Anyone targeted by it or in its area of effect.
Yeah, it's just definitely a jet. Like it's not an explicit range.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, succeed or fail on the ranged attack. Then make a cool save versus your attack roll, or be forced to go prone, or else move from their current position. Yep, prone foes. You know what? I think it's just trying to just go for everyone.
Yep.
Yay.
Make
Look-
your ranged attack roll.
You cannot evade the murder bird. Screech of the murder bird. I don't know what I'm rolling.
So a ranged attack roll would be
So it's
Using
36, but then
quick.
is it my quick or is it?
Murder
Well, you can
It
use. So basically, when an action tells you to make an attack roll quick or tough, is what it says there.
Because it says your drone may make a ranged attack.
Okay, we might pause for a second then, because I'm pretty sure it should say somewhere that what the stats of the drone is.
That sounds like the right sort of idea. I just don't know.
Yeah, you just don't know what the answer is. So do you know where it says what the drone page is? It's in the
Drone strike,
asset.
it's in operator. Drone strike is the bottom of the class, whatever. Yes, page.
Yeah, but like we need your drone stats.
You can. I mean, so page 86 has like drone.
Okay, so drones must be actively thing. Drones use 7 for all defenses, unless they have the automated tag. Okay, pilot action. When you use this action, you command your drone to perform an action for you. It acts immediately. Use the most relevant specialty. In a fight, attack rolls may be your drone. Use your drone specialty.
So it'd be drone specialty,
Yes.
and then what statistic?
I feel like it's probably your clever.
I will take that. It's my best thing. All right, so then it'll be my clever, which is +3, and then drone, which is +2. So that'll give me +5, and I will roll the dice. I got a 12.
So I will say that you can take another action because it's a personal drone as well. Though if you do, you can't do another attack without getting disadvantage on your attack rolls.
I don't have anything to do. Steve-O is a man of animals.
A man of animals.
It's concerned.
Yep.
Okay. So I believe 12 does not beat out Mel.
So then
she's
here's the...
once again fine.
Well, but so what it says is success or failure, they roll the save, I believe.
Yes.
It's very weird.
Well, no. So so it's based on how the rest of attacks in the system works. You generally get to do an attack of some kind, and then there's a rider effect. So this still deals damage.
Oh.
Still an attack.
You're
Okay.
doing a ranged attack, so you're hurting people. And luckily, you're not hurting me.
It's just
Okay.
that forceful and that terrifying. It's like
Oh,
psychological.
okay. So the rolling to hit is to do the damage, and then so Mel won't take damage, but they still need to make a save, go prone, or run away.
Correct.
As a note,
Okay.
I have disadvantage on this attack because I have hard shell, so when someone gets past my tough exterior, I actually have disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Have fun. So
Make
yeah,
your
everyone
cool
needs to
save.
make a cool save versus your attack.
Okay. So these two are gonna have slightly different. I'm gonna have to. Okay.
I'm helping.
Was it a quick save? Quick roll? Whatever?
Cool.
Cool. I'm not.
Mel is
I have a +1, but because, like.
Oh
that's
no.
Mel is not cool.
I have a badass headband, so I am.
So you
Okay.
should be fine then.
Flip is the only one to keep his cool.
Yeah, Flip is so cool. He runs the gang and everything.
That makes him certified cool, in my opinion.
He's got a certificate of cool at home.
He's got a nut that says he's cool.
Don't say that. That's not cool.
It's just like the nuts that you buy at the supermarket. It's fine. It's fine.
No.
This nut is fine.
I rolled a 7.
Nope.
3 7s and a 12.
Okay, so
Going down.
everyone who failed, yeah, you can go prone or you can move.
Is the guy I'm grappling, are we both going prone? Because I like the idea we both go prone, but we're still grappling like around the head or something. You know?
Sure. I'll go with that. Yeah. And
Okay,
the
if
other
you're
one is
prone,
gonna
you can't
fucking
move.
run. The other one is gonna like go, oh fucking shit, mate, and run.
The cassowary is here, run!
Yeah. So that Li Shang, the mad dog, is his name, and he's like he does not want his phone to get blown up or whatever, so he's just gonna fucking leap out of the way.
Well, it has no personality but phone.
Like a sound like that could shatter his screen. He does not want to like get his phone damaged at all. And I believe it is
Not on it.
Mel's turn.
Well, both prone on the ground.
You can't move.
He can't move. I want to whack him in the face. I'll use distract. So I'll have Bite come around and just start harassing his legs
Okay.
while I go. 12.
Yep, that definitely beats his defense by more than 3. So once again, you would be dealing out 2 damage. Well, you would be dealing out damage into the first and second. But he already has the first, so the next highest is his third. So 3 damage in total. He is now currently going to be suffering from penalties, I believe.
Yeah, if it's unharmed, then it's -1.
So I think now that it's their turn.
Oh, he technically has to make a save against.
Oh
the
yes,
distract.
against is it a cool? And it'll be +1 rather than +2. He got a 11.
12.
So he's now distracted as he's got a dog biting his leg, and he's trying to robotic dog, and he's trying to shake it off. Now that it is their turn, he is going to try and escape the grapple. As he looks over, and Flip is going to say, like, I think Flip is gonna say, "Okay, boys, we've given them what we need today. We'll be back tomorrow." And he starts to go.
It's time to flip out of here.
Oh god. God, that's so bad.
You missed the perfect opportunity.
That hurts. Oh, the mad dog. He sort of nods, and he's going to try and scamper away as well. But that is him trying to scamper away will lead to he has to make a roll. So he is going to be doing the runaway action, which is 2d6 plus his quick, versus 7 plus the number of opponents.
So does it count the drones?
Mine's not a drone. Mine's just a distraction.
In some ways, I'd say Murderbird is the opponent, not Steve-O. He's just sort of there.
He has failed. So you guys get to make a free attack against Mad Dog.
Is this the phone guy?
Yes. But this is just Murder Bird and stuff, because I think you're still in the grapple, so I don't think...
So I have the grappler ability. If he's in melee range, I get the attack.
Even though you're grappled, you can still attack other targets? Is that what you're
Yes,
saying?
that's what the grappler does.
Cool. Okay, then feel free to make an attack on Mad Dog.
Man.
I
It's a
got
better gang name than Flip.
Flip is the guy's literal name.
That's his birth name?
don't
That
be
is
mean
his
to him.
birth name.
That's horrible.
Flip Colton is what the name was listed on the phone when he showed it to Mel.
I don't know what's happening still.
You should just,
So
like,
I don't know if I
attack-
want Murderbird to like pick someone's brains up.
Disembowel.
Oh god.
Like a
He starts
kangaroo.
roaring. I don't really know like what's happening. Like they were attacking, maybe it's just some vandals and they're like running off and like, okay, let them go.
That's a good point. Mel's going to attack just by like running away. Mel.
Yep, Mel's getting in one more on that guy. That's the guy that managed to actually, in theory, do damage to me. So
Okay.
I rolled a 10.
That definitely hits. So yeah, he's down. Well, he's running past, trying to get away. What, you just like trip him with your
Yeah,
fist?
I like the idea. I'm just like, okay, yep, I'll just stick a foot out or something. Like they kind of, because he's the kicking guy.
Oh god, his phone skids across the ground.
No.
You're pretty sure you hear it crack,
Yes.
the screen crack.
Alright, we can fix it.
Oh,
I don't know why we would, but we can.
charge him.
It's about something.
The final guy, Rico, the guy who's been in a few fights, a few scrapes. He is looking around and seeing all this, and he's gonna get angry. Previously, he was not angry before.
Is this the guy I've got grappled?
Yes, he's just gonna try and wail at you.
Okay.
I think he needs to get at least an 11, like roll-wise. So it's
Oh my
it's
gosh.
very hard for him.
God.
Yeah, because he's only got +2.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, unfortunately, he has not much to do at this stage now that it's just him. So I'm gonna say it'd be fair if you want to like just defeat him now, or
I want to see what
Oh my
Murderbird and Steve-O do. Like, they're gonna tell me to stop, or am I just gonna beat up this kid some more?
Well, he is fighting back still. Murderbird, we'll say Murderbird. Murderbird is submitting judgment and is gonna run and peck him.
Oh god.
Okay, that definitely sounds like a tough or quick plus your drone.
Okay, I will use tough. It's time to peck. 10.
Okay, that succeeds. So, yep, that's going to deal 1 damage to the dude.
Put him in his place. He's been pecked.
Upon seeing the bird, and it's like pecks at him, I'm going to say that, like, there's some blood,
Yeah, it's a robot
and seeing the
cassowary.
blood, he passes out.
Oh god.
Oh my god. It's just a robot cassowary with blood on its beak. That's horrifying.
Well,
I will say it doesn't look like a proper, like, it's not a good, it's not a dangerous injury. You'll probably be fine.
should we just
The
leave him
blood
now?
makes him pass out.
Oh god.
Shortly thereafter, the rest of the group will probably arrive. I assume that Mel tells Steve-O the situation.
Yep.
What the heck happened?
You know, they tried to steal one of your birds, the magpie.
We should have killed them.
Okay. Yeah, well, they were just kids, but they were pretty annoying kids, so had to break the
they'll
phone.
learn their
you know.
lesson.
Question: do you guys let Mad Dog scamper away with his broken phone?
I think so.
But
the
Do you
phone
want to?
could
Do you
be
want to?
important.
Do you want to kill him?
God,
Is that what we're going
Jesus!
Duh.
I think he's unlikely to be arrested, isn't it?
I mean, if you want, like, I'm sure the cassowary could, like, run him down and get the phone if you wanted to.
Is it a broken phone? Or does it crack screen?
there's a cracked screen on Mad Dog's phone, and Flip's phone is fine.
Oh, Flip's gone. He flipped out.
Yeah.
So, can I...
Rico got flipping mad.
Can I have Murderbird, like... Because they have sport, right? They're quick. And they have
Yes.
flight. So I feel like they're pretty, like... Could it just, like, rush over and get the phone, pick up the phone before Mad Dog does?
Oh god, that's so mean. So that would be a quick, I feel, versus his
plus
quick
drone?
defense.
It's literally just... it's pretty good. 11.
Unfortunately, that succeeds.
He'll beat me now, I guess. Alright. We have the phone.
You have Mad Dog's phone.
Okay.
One of the phones.
Yeah, you have the guy who was playing games phone.
What game was it?
Was he playing games?
Obsessed with playing gacha games on his phone. Mastered
Oh,
kicks to free up his hands.
Is it an NFT game?
No, not yet.
Oh, I'm sorry, a nut game.
Yeah, it's
Not yet. The nuts are new and by Cryptonax, and I don't think they have enough.
Square Enix hasn't gotten their game out yet.
I like the idea that they tried to make a video game, and it is coming in 2 months, obviously, or 5 months, or next year, or 2 years. The timeline keeps shifting for some reason.
Maybe. Because we got the phone, right? What does Mag Dog do? Does he keep running or does he stop?
He tripped and he was scrambling for his phone. You stole the phone. He's gonna want it back, but he doesn't have enough. Like he's a bit bruised. He can't really do much.
Yeah, I was thinking we'll give the phone back if you like answer our question, find out a little bit. Turn to everyone else.
Which is
Any questions asked?
just Mel.
I don't know. They talked about that nut thing that you guys were mentioning, but like I think they just bought it. I don't think they know anything, but you can always ask.
Oh, where is education? They don't understand what they're being scammed.
Tell us what you know about the nut.
What nut?
We already had a talking to from that cop guy.
Oh wait, you mean that thing? Yeah, he got these things from his uncle, and yeah, it says that Birds is.
Who's his uncle?
I don't know, some tech guy.
What company does he work?
I don't know.
I need
Does
you
he
to
actually
think.
work? Does he
Crypto
actually work?
something.
Crypto.
I don't know, crypto nut. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm sick and tired of these nutters.
It's No, I don't know. Like, maybe we need to talk to Flip.
I mean, sure. Can I have my phone back?
Where's Flip, huh?
I mean, you just fucking run, mate. Like, what do you want?
Yeah,
from
but
me?
you guys hang out somewhere. If you're a gang.
We're not a gang.
Yeah, well, you seem pretty horrible.
What was your name?
but-
Flip Flop or something like that?
Well, if you're a group of people who are like willing to like try and beat someone up, I would say that's even if you don't have a name, which you do actually.
Terrible, terrible.
We're just, you know, we're the cool kids. We rule Harold Holt High.
When the cool kids go around beating people up.
No, that happened at my school.
Ah.
You have to remember, Matt, the writer of this adventure is from Western Sydney.
Oh god.
That explains.
That's how Western Sydney schools work, from my experience.
We're chilling.
Like, you know, we just needed the bird, and we don't like, you know, you don't get into too many fights.
Not taking the
We-
bird.
You didn't get the bird. You got a freaking docket that says you own the bird, but the guy who wrote it never owned the bird.
I don't know
You
what you
can't-
just said, man.
You can't fabricate ownership. That's not how it works.
The thing says we own the bird. We get to have the bird. We use the bird.
Yeah,
in
get the
fighting
bird!
It's a lie.
Ring. We've already entered it into the fighting ring, so like,
The fight! Hey!
Fighting ring? What the? Where's the fighting ring?
what do you know? Like, down on
I don't
Church
know,
Street, they got the robot fights.
They have robot. Are they fighting the robot animals against each
Yeah,
other?
we just like, you know, the amateur robot tournaments in Space Town. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him to beat the thing on Church Street and send him to Space Town.
Kill that magpie.
No, we think it's gonna win. I mean, have you seen a magpie? Like, even though you literally own it.
It's. It's like, we built this. Or, like, we look after it. You seen a magpie?
Yeah, they're like sweet.
Can I go? Can I get my phone back?
I feel
It's
like
your-
you just don't give him the phone back, guys. Just hear me out.
That's theft. Like, that's
I mean, really.
You're gonna steal our bird!
it's Flip's
Yeah.
bird.
I'm gonna write a piece
I'm
of paper.
going to
Says-
hurt Flip.
We own your phone, okay? I'm gonna write that on a piece of paper. And that's the same thing that you came along with. It just
I don't know. You saw a message that you beat people up, even if it's just occasionally. I think criminals are right.
don't even paper it. I write it down on a
Uh,
tablet or something.
I'm gonna let Flip know what you guys did. He's gonna let his parents know. You'll all be sorry.
Where is Flip?
I
We
mean,
just
you know,
need to talk to him. If you can't tell us where he is, we'll just call him on your phone.
Yeah, that's a good
oh,
plan.
damn, fuck, man. We normally like chill at the Westfield after.
Ah,
You
fucking
can mess
Westfield.
around there a bit.
Well, he did tell us
I
eventually.
mean, we have to get.
I guess. I mean, what use do we have with the phone? Maybe like quickly write down some numbers, some of the
Okay,
content.
But I meant more like I just don't want him to have it, you know?
Does it have a
Write
nut
down-
on it? Is
Does
there
it
a
have-
nut on it?
No.
Okay, I don't see the point of keeping it.
I'll just write down Flip's number.
It has a lot of fives in it.
How many fives?
Like, at least 4.
That's a lot of fives. So like 5.
No.
Well, this was riveting. Alright. Give him the-
About the unconscious guy.
Oh, that's your fault.
Maybe best to give him first aid.
Does anyone know first aid?
I know, robot first aid.
I'm sure it's the same. Give it a go.
So first you take off the casing.
Okay.
Start skinning them.
I got a first aid kit, but I don't know.
Don't
Like
waste
any
it on
good
this kid.
business.
Can't the cat do something? I mean, obviously, Steve-O doesn't know this, but Mike. Can't the cat do something to help people feel better, heal?
Pepper, go do first aid.
I guess.
Is that how your power works, random nerd?
No, it just makes it you like ignore.
Oh, like ignore the penalties.
Yeah, you ignore the penalty.
So he'll ignore the penalty of being unconscious and simply be conscious.
I don't think it's allowed to do that. Let me go double check it again. The heal per.
Well, Anyway, someone can give first aid. I'll
Turns
use
out
Mad
the
Dog
cat
to find
does
that.
not actually.
Another's going to make more one-fills of their penalties for a twist of their rolls while you are around. So the purr doesn't give genuine healing, so
It's not that surprising. Considering.
this cat is not a doctor.
I mean,
Ooh.
I can go over and roll something to help with first aid, but I have no speciality in anything
Well, does
related.
Canary
to that.
have the first aid kit that they were just going to use?
Canary and Vogel has a first aid kit in the store.
Yeah, it's gonna cost a prep though. Should I use a prep?
Do we have
Really?
prep?
Wait, it cost a prep?
Let's see. After a fight, you may spend prep to use this.
Oh, okay.
We don't have any prep, do we?
No, we decided
No,
not
but
to
I
prep.
will allow it anyway. What?
Roll 2d6 plus clever versus 10. Or versus 12.
You're not in a mission, so it's a slightly different situation.
Okay, so I spend that prep, quote unquote.
Yes. What does this do? It just like insta heals 1 health, or?
Clear 1 damage box marked during the fight.
Okay.
And it's boosted if I'm trying to stabilize a dying ally.
He is not dying. He is definitely not.
Okay.
Not yet. But a
It's
peck
just
could
I-
change
over
that.
dramatic.
Yeah. Okay. So he ends up waking up in the video game store. His wound bandaged and just sanitized. I imagine he only got like a small cut from the peck, but it still like bled a lot. So a lot of the focus was on cleaning. So he's going to be a bit surprised, a bit taken back, and I think he's gonna. I like the idea that the first thing he sees is Pepper. Once he wakes up from the unconsciousness, he looks around and maybe Devo's like in the back room doing tech things, making sure that they're whatchamacallit, making sure all the robot animals are updated and fixed. Trying to get them to not have to have the problems with the nuts and such. And so like it's just him and Pepper.
The cat's just sitting on like his chest.
That's exactly what I do.
He goes to hesitantly pet the cat.
Meow. I stayed.
Okay. So what are the rest of you guys going to be doing? What is your next plan?
Well, we can't go into business again until we fix the animals.
I think
So,
we kind of want to track down this nut thing because we've only had one person come. Like, what if other people?
What if they try and get the other ones?
well, we can't really just keep going after every new buyer, so, we know the
We have to get it at the
source.
source. Yeah.
But like I said, that Flip's relation or whatever was it a father had some tech.
Uncle.
His uncle is in the tech business.
You know, he might be the guy
Yes.
who did this. No more.
Okay, I guess we could start with that. In the meantime, I don't know, make some pipe bombs.
Surprise.
There had to be
That's-
servers somewhere.
That is a plan.
There has to be servers somewhere. I'm saying we'll figure out where. Probably in the maybe in the building in the business district. Then we'll just blow it up.
Right.
Well, if the
Wait.
servers are in the place,
The robot ape.
yeah, the robot ape, then the robot ape can be our pipe bomb.
What does that mean?
I will liberate it.
I thought you meant you were going to explode it or something. So that's good.
No, what the heck? No! I'm gonna
You did say it was going to be a pipe
robot
bomb.
animal.
Exactly. You said it's going to be the bomb, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, but it can wreck the building. It's the same thing.
Is it?
It's
Apparently.
similar.
Okay. I think we might take a short break. And welcome back to our Easy Games campaign. The group is going to try and investigate further into the various potential sources for the hack, potentially the server where these nuts are being managed. The group has said to me that they want to consider this as a mission, so we'll get some actual prep. Prep is a mechanic where it just handles and abstracts how much preparation you guys have done beforehand, as you can easily guess, giving you just some resources that you guys can spend further on.
How many days of prep do you guys feel that you want to attempt? How many do you feel comfortable with? Like how long? Because as you mentioned before, Canary and Vogel's business doesn't really want to operate while they've got shoddy merchandise and magpies that can't swoop at people.
Well, we got other things to sell, but yeah, that's like a corner. That's like
Are we gonna lose? How much business are we gonna lose?
It's gonna have to
How
sell off the cat.
No.
You heard it here. Alright, get out.
I'm sorry, I can't afford wet food for you.
Oh, God.
Meow start.
Sad.
So what? Just if rather than so not weeks then. So just maybe a few days.
Yeah.
So yeah.
1 day, 2 days. Which
I mean, if people can think of what to do on the second day.
we can see how well the first day goes and then decide from there. Okay, so everyone will just go down in alphabetical order. What is Danny? What is Mel going to be doing for their prep?
The original idea was to go out and find Flip and figure out some more information about his own. That's still what we're going for. I'm happy
you
to
can do
just
that if that's what you're. Yeah,
roll for that sort of thing.
you would roll what you feel is the most appropriate.
Well, I
attribute
would probably try and intimidate him.
and the most appropriate specialties.
So tough, I believe, makes sense. I think that would be pretty much it because I don't think I have any special. See how this goes. 10.
Okay. So the initial difficulty for your first go at it is always starting as 7, I believe. And so on one, this is the first prep roll for a mission. Then you add 1 to your personal pool. On a success, you add another. And for every 3 points you beat the difficulty by, you add an additional. So I think you have 3. That takes that whole day. You end up, I'm going to say you end up coming across a young woman that you've interacted with previously when you're a bit rough on the streets. It is a delinquent of sorts. Her name is Sheila Shaw. You guys have interacted a few times. Friends might be a strong word, but they're a good egg, I'd say. From talking with them, they're this Aussie kid who's sort of a troublemaker. And when you chat with them, you find out that they do know Flip. She has zero respect for him at all. Thinks he's a complete idiot and wimp, and does actually know that his uncle is Alphard Colton, who is what you guys found earlier as the owner of that Cryptonax. Apparently, she claims that Flip is afraid of her. So you have that in common. Okay. Matt, how are you going to prepare for this?
Oh, we need supplies. I guess I'll have to ask my supplier if they have any medical items. Oh, I think that's pretty specific, but yeah.
Okay. You're going to be doing fixie business.
Yeah.
I guess that would be clever or cool.
One moment. 6.
Oh no.
That
Get out.
reminds me. So once we're going to do a mission, we have to deal with economic shock.
I don't.
Oh no.
That is correct. You don't.
Sam Cat's gonna make
So
you
it's
go
before
bankrupt.
every mission, so we can either handle it now or after the prep.
Maybe after prep, just because
Okay. And I will remind people that if you have certain gig apps, you can use them before the situation. I think the one that Steve-O is in allows you to swap out instead of doing prep, you can earn money.
I love not DoorDash.
Roof Dash.
Roof dash?
Yes, it's not DoorDash. Fake DoorDash.
Fork store.
Yeah, so unfortunately, you failed, but even though you did, it's the first prep roll of the mission, you get to add 1 to your personal pool. So you only have 1 prep. Mike.
Okay. Turns out I can't do Roof Dash anyway, because it's for, instead of group prep.
Oh, takes a whole week, wow.
Yeah, someone's gonna make that a loop. So, I was gonna go talk to Zix, my transhumanist buddy, and try and.
Could you expand on Zix for the viewers? Because they weren't aware. The creation of the contacts and communities things was outside our sessions. So, just give a quick description on Zix.
Okay, Zix is, well, their full name is Zix T9. Thank you, Jacob. They're part of the transhuman culture, the Singularity, I think. There's not really a lot more to them. They're just like probably a bit of a meme more because of their name, you know?
I mean, you did come up with the concept before I gave you the dumb name.
I don't remember. It's just exited my brain.
They mainly talk shop with you when you were doing your tech stuff. And they'd come over and like buy games and things like that. And you would try to subtly shift them towards liberation.
The liberation of the robot animals. We will achieve it one day.
So yeah, you're talking with them, tapping on a contact, so you get a +1 to your roll.
I guess for the roll, is it more like a roll where I'm trying to convince Zix to do something? Like
No, it's what you guys do together.
Okay. So I guess it would be, so my initial idea was figuring out a bit more specifically who put in like the update with the code and like the nut code specifically, because we had specified down to this company. I was hoping a bit more specifically, maybe not someone in the company, but maybe like a certain floor or something like that.
Okay.
Because that's a little bit more believable than just, oh yes, it's this person exactly.
They commented their code, so you can actually see in the...
Okay. I don't know how to hack. Me no good at it.
I think it would just be clever plus your most associated. If you have any associated specialties that would be useful. Otherwise, you'll just be the +1 from him helping out. Him and helping the hacking.
The closest thing would be like operate, but that's more like drones. I have cyber and transhuman subculture, but I don't think they're really going to be assisting. So I think it's just clever and then.
Okay.
So it'll be +4. Big money, no whammy. 8.
Okay, so you're going to get 2 prep, 1 because it's the first, and then 1 for a success.
Sick.
Random nerd. You're being a cat means that your prep works very differently. From what I remember, you said that you get 2 or 3 personal prep.
You get 2.
2.
With the extra talents. Whenever you spend personal prep, roll 1 die on +5. Get both personal prep. Yeah, I think it's just mostly. Oh, I can use this during the mission for extra rolls and whatnot.
Yep.
Let me see what else is personal prep.
It's posted in the chat.
Yeah, when you roll for personal prep, describe roll 10. Okay. Also, prepare himself for the mission again.
I thought you just said that you already have 2 prep.
Yeah, I already have 2 preps.
So are you rolling it or are you not rolling? It says you can't make the prep roll, so you don't need to do that.
Okay.
So basically how it works, you don't do this prep roll stuff. Instead, you get a certain number, which we determined as 2.
Yep.
You can help people once per session and make it so that you can theoretically have given someone advantage to their prep roll. We can say that could have applied to retroactively because you didn't notice this part of the thing.
Yep.
Matt, if you want to roll an extra d6, feel free.
Okay.
Theoretically, if you get a 3 or higher, I think you'll get an additional point. You'll have 2 prep instead of 1.
Yeah. So that'll be me spending 1 prep, right?
No, it doesn't say that at all.
Oh, no.
It just says you can grant one other player advantage on 1 prep roll per session.
Right.
Okay, I got a 5. I got 1 prep.
So you have 2, because you get 1 on your first prep roll.
Oh, this for default?
Yeah, it says, if this is your first prep roll of the mission, add 1 prep.
Hooray!
On success, add 1 prep, so you have 2. And presumably the cat comforted you while you were doing and was around you, I guess.
And give up hope.
It's like you're on like the Zoom call with your suppliers, and like Pepper just jumped up, I guess, or something.
The cat convinced them.
What a cute cat. Of course we'll help you.
It does amuse me that it can work for any prep roll. So I think we'll just declare what we're planning to do as the first part of the mission. We'll see how the rest of that goes time-wise, because we are getting close to the end of the session. So what is people's first initial action? You guys have found out that the uncle of Flip is Alphard, the owner of Kryptonax. When you guys did the investigation with Zix, you ended up discovering that seems like the main servers are currently being handled in the second floor of their Kryptonax building in that Ogamoch Park where you guys were before. But they're in the upstairs area, and it appears to be on a relatively secure network. You're seeing the closest thing to a name behind it appears to be the term Elder Eye.
That's not creepy at all. So,
I have
it's...
question
oh,
though.
sorry.
So I was just wondering, I was reading through a bit of the book and about like economic shocks and stuff, because you mentioned it. Are we supposed to roll for that before?
Yes. So, yeah, we'll do that now. I wasn't sure if we wanted to discuss what the first steps were first.
I didn't mean to do that.
Because it's as long as we're in the before part, I think it's fine. So we can do that now. So everyone whose burden is above 0, which I believe is just Mel and Stevo.
Yes.
Yep.
You roll 2d6 plus your burden.
Okay. I got 12.
Got 11.
Okay, you're fine for now.
Oh, sick.
That's close.
Yeah,
We're
if you
not-
roll
we
a
wanted to
13
roll
or
for
more, you suffer economic shock.
Oh.
Yeah.
And because you two are both living together, if either of you suffers economic shock, you both suffer it.
Wait, what would if we both did it?
Then I think you have to deal with 2.
Oh god, that'd be bad.
Gee.
Because it's people roll rather than...
Yeah. My goodness.
They decide what happens as a group but suffer the effects individually.
Okay.
Thankfully, you guys haven't been hit by this yet, because you've been acting fast. You only gave 1 day of prep, so the business hasn't been hit too hard yet.
Thank goodness.
And I'm sure Canary and Vogel is very happy about that. So they haven't had to cut your wages.
Thank goodness.
They'd leave them vulnerable to assassination by the sounds of the vibe of the rest of the group.
What makes you say that?
I feel very sick.
Okay, so what are you guys gonna do
So, the servers are in the place we went to, which is on a higher floor.
with the cyber simian? Yes.
Yes, well, the cyber simian is there. I must liberate it.
Well, it's a good distraction.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking. That'd be a good distraction for us to get upstairs.
How do you even do that? How do you...
I'm just gonna operate it. It's like... Well, I also have a drone gun. But I don't know if that...
Also, you would first need to get access to the cyber simian to be able to
True.
operate.
We use Flip as a hostage.
Okay, we could do that.
Not hearing a no.
I thought
idea so
someone else
far.
who was more moral was going to step in and say something, but I guess we don't really have a lot of moral people in this group.
I am a activist. I am ready to put
Crazy.
it all on the line.
Canary and Vogel seemed to be the most level-headed last session until they had to deal with Officer Froud.
Yeah.
Why don't you get his help?
Help. Maybe if we bribe them, we're like, oh, you can have all the nuts you want if you come in with us.
I'm pretty sure that's corruption.
Really? You think it'll work then?
I'm pretty sure it would be a crime, and you can't commit crimes when you're breaking into this place legally.
Yeah. I would never commit a crime,
Gosh, imagine if we committing crimes.
such as taking a teenager hostage.
Yeah.
Have you seen that thing
We
of
wouldn't even
like
consider that.
Giovanni from Pokemon? Where he comes across me out like, oh my god, this cat can talk. I'm gonna make it commit crimes.
Honestly, that seems like the best cause.
We use Pepper to distract the teenage clerk, and then I operate the cyber city.
Okay, and then that causes a distraction, and then I guess me and Canary dash
Is there
upstairs.
an elevator or like a stairs or?
I imagine that there are stairs, and that there is maybe there is an elevator, but it's currently not used. Like it's what's it called?
Out of order.
Yes, and it's never been in order.
Okay. Well, in that case, that could kind of work.
Is there any like vents in the lobby? Because I want to figure out where I need to go afterwards. After I get distraction.
Just run away.
I would say yes if you guys can get the screws off.
Oh.
Can you do that as a?
I can always just like.
I shake my head.
Like you could get like Canary and Vogel to super strength off the vent thing, or or hope for some like loose vents, but
I'm not sure if I can fit in after you guys though.
It would
We're
just
not
be
getting
the
in
Pepper,
the
I think,
vent, are
and
we?
then you guys would just do the stairs. So I guess in the distraction with the cyber city, could you just rip off the vent cover, and then Mel and Canary would run upstairs, Pepper would go into the vent, and then I would
Yes. What would you
do
do?
something. I guess I'd ride Murderbird and then we'd run upstairs, or like I'd run away and then come
bribe
back.
Murderbird.
But when we get upstairs, what do
Or
we do?
actually,
I should have got super strength for my balls.
because Murderbird can fly, I've been assuming this whole time I can ride Murderbird.
You have said it a few times, yes.
Yeah, so I mean, this is where it might come up a bit more, like if it makes sense or not. Because Murderbird can fly, so if you guys went up to a room and then like opened a window, might be able to get in.
What floor is it?
There's a 2-floor building, and on the upper floor is the one that has the whatever servers or systems seem to have the nuts managed.
Because that could be an option. I can just fly up rather than taking the stairs. But that might be quite noticeable.
And when we get up there, what do we do?
Burn the servers.
Start the fire?
Destroy the code. This reminds me of a certain dream sequence from last game.
I mean, you don't have to solve all computer problems with fire in every campaign.
You're the tech
it works.
person this time. What do we do?
I mean, well, I guess if we could go in.
We're gonna overheat their servers. Oh, how? Gets out of gasoline. Starts pouring petrol.
It's,
I
I
mean,
was hoping. I was hoping a tech guy could do a virus, but you know, a tech guy wants to burn it.
I guess I could like get rid of the code, but like, what's?
I mean,
don't
okay,
know.
let's just make clear. How are you going to take over the cyber simian or liberate the other robot
Good question.
if the system's on fire?
Guys, we can't destroy the system.
Well, if we destroy the system, then maybe the commands will make sense.
Maybe we can ask the monkey to like do it. How smart do you
I have no idea.
Smart enough to deserve freedom.
Exactly right. Well put, Murderbird. I guess like I could like I'm more of a hardware person than a software person.
Finally gone back on us.
It's just like what?
I deserve it. I'm so happy that I can say that. But I
For
guess
context for the viewers, whenever Mike asks me or Danny for tech things, we always say, "Oh, we don't know about hardware. We're software people."
every time, and then it's just like, oh, thank you. Absolutely no help.
You could just like not ask us those questions.
Oh yeah, thank you. Your IT degrees are coming in strong. I see.
Yeah, well, IT.
I don't know how to computer.
We know how to do software.
Hey, you know, without this IT degree, how would I run this very technical cyberpunk campaign?
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, maybe the monkey could do something, but I doubt it.
Who else could run this game with the nuts?
Could I upload a virus? Is that theoretically possible? do I know virusy stuff?
Maybe we
You
have
can try it,
contact.
yeah. It's certainly a
good
thing
at
you can try. So, there is a hacking subsystem. There's hacking rules. It works similar to stealth and socializing.
Right.
So, yeah, I think we can start next session with either you trying to hack them or you trying to get access to the system so that you can hack. Because getting access physically might be a bit easier.
Yeah, I think it's more like the
Like you physically get there and then you start your hack.
Yeah,
But yes,
like-
you could. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't be able to try and create a virus.
Okay. Because maybe it'll just be like easier to do that.
There are rules for programs and things like that.
Yeah, I was just having a look, but I don't have a tweet.
So yeah, we can look at that between sessions. I think we'll end the session here. Next time we'll start up with you guys starting the infiltration of Kryptonax. Probably trying to hack and free the various robotic animals. Either as distraction or Murder Bird's life goal. Certainly an interesting life goal. Like and subscribe.
Hell yeah.
Patreon, if it exists by the time the video is up.
Click the bell.
Share the video, post it on all of your social medias.
Do people still
Check
use
the
Facebook? I
walls.
think they still use Facebook.
I don't think the people who would watch this use Facebook.
Yeah, good point. Post it on Discord. MySpace.
MySpace.
MSN.
Uh,
Downloaded illegally on LimeWire.
What? No. Do download it illegally. You'll get it to more people.
It's free on YouTube.
It is also free on YouTube.
Doesn't need to be downloaded
You
illegally.
can't end every session with a stream of cringe.
It's just unhinged.
Don't download anything else illegally, just for legal reasons.
We live in your walls.
How do you know? Oh, it's when they start just babbling.
Don't forget to check out our sponsors, Nutcoin.
I mean, I've already gotten out of the walls, so I'm not really into the walls anymore. But
I'm still in the walls. Help me.